Hi, today I'm just going to go over this next video. It's just a continuation of why family is so important from my last video. And we're just going to start with a few different things, kind of go over these few different segments. And of course, there will be another video with some more segments. There's a lot that goes into it, of course. But basically, the first starting thing is the core value of family. And the core value of family has 5 different main parts to it. There's love, which is 1, trust, respect, communication, and support. Okay, so love, it bonds us together. Trust gives us strength. Respect maintains harmony. Communication resolves conflict. And 5 is support, which provides reassurance during tough times. Let's see. These core values don't just strengthen familial ties, but also shape us as individuals, influencing every aspect of our life, from personal growth to career choices. I just want to kind of put in a little bit of a side note. It's a Demi-Demi quote, of course. Tough times never last, but tough people do. So I think that is actually something that you should always keep in mind, is that it's always temporary. Whatever you're going through, it's going to pass. You can't look at one part of your life and think that this is the end, like this is it, because it's not. There's always more to come. There's always better things that are going to happen. You just have to have patience with yourself until it does. Let's see here. The next part would be basically family is the first school for children. So basically what that's saying is there's 3 different points. There's speaking, social skills, and values and morals. So for speaking, it's, from babbling as babies to forming complete sentences, we learn to communicate effectively through constant interaction with our family members. And social skills, which is number 2, families teach us how to behave properly, respect others, express love, and handle conflicts, all vital components in socializing. And then 3 is values and morals, and that's our sense of right and wrong, is largely shaped by the values our families instill in us at an early age. So everything you learn basically from an early age all the way until you're an old person, it all matters. Your family is supposed to be there to help guide and support you through it all. And in return, you do it for them too if you can. So pretty much, let's see, according to the data from the U.S. Department of Education, there are 6.7 million actively involved parents in their child's education. On the other side of that, though, there are 1.3 million parents who are not involved at all in their child or children's education. As this shows clearly, most parents understand the importance of being actively involved in their child's early learning process. In addition to these basic life skills and moral teachings, family also provides emotional support during tough times. Childhood can be filled with many challenges and traumas. When you have a supportive family, that helps kids navigate these obstacles with confidence. All right, so now we're just going to go on to the next one, and this is just going to kind of be the last little segment for this video. And it's going to be how family influences our personal development. So that kind of brings you, let's see here. Yeah, pretty much 3 different subtopics to kind of go over, which is cognitive development, emotional development, and social skills. And so for cognitive development, the conversations we have at home often stimulate curiosity and thought processes. A simple question about why A simple question about why the sky is blue can ignite interest in science or nature. Okay, it kind of makes sense. Emotional development. is emotional intelligence, and that develops through interactions with family members. That's empathy, understanding, emotions, managing feelings. All these come from observing and interacting with a familial setting, within a familial setting. And then there's social skills, which is the last of the three. And that's learning to share toys with siblings or negotiating an extra half hour or so before bedtime. And that cultivates negotiation skills. Let's see, the last little bit that we're going to go over here is just basically conclusion. So, how family influences our personal development can be summed up with a little data. For cognitive development, 80% are influenced by familial interaction. Emotional development, that's 75%, and that's attributed to family dynamics. As far as social skills go, 90% are learned through sibling interactions. So how you allow your children to talk to each other matters. How you talk to your children matters. They are gonna see how you treat each other. They're gonna see how you treat them, and then they're gonna implement that in their lives. You can't blame a teenage child for acting out when you never cared that they acted out before. You can't be like, hey, you're gonna get a butt whooping for something that you never got in trouble for before. That's kind of your fault as a parent or caregiver, because you're responsible for making sure that these children learn the right way to do things. And I know people aren't gonna like me talking about kids because I don't have them. I don't have kids. I have pets. They're not kids. I get that. But I have been around a lot of kids in my life. It's not like I've never experienced children, or I've never gone to college or had regular classes in school about what childhood is like. I've experienced childhood, of course, like the rest of us have. So yes, I do have certain experience, I suppose, and then I am lacking certain experience, I suppose. Pretty much whatever I'm saying are things that I have researched and found on the web. So like things that are actually, science and statistics and things. It's not just me saying things I want to say per se. So just with all that in mind, be careful. Be careful as parents, because you are raising the next generation that is supposed to be taking care of the next generation, and you don't want them to have to go through more hardships than they already have to go through. It's extremely tough being a child, especially in today's day. Like, it's different than what we experienced growing up. It was different than what our parents experienced growing up. And you just have to be careful with how you treat them. Don't let your generational curses lead into your next family tie. Like your next children, their generation, like, chill out. Learn to heal so your kids can learn to not have to heal.